So now he's going to destroy the bridge, and I'm going to get these little guys. These guys, I think, are the winged versions, if I'm not mistaken.
Looks like it. They've got their wings flapping.
So there we go. I've hit him enough for him to go into second mode. And his second mode is literally just an enormous chameleon.
That's why he
goes
changes
invisible.
color.
And this stage really, really likes to lie. I'm going to go ahead and point that out real fast. So sometimes when you're fighting this guy, and obviously I beat him fast enough that it's not a big deal.
And you could never get past that as a kid.
Nope. As a kid, I always lost. Sometimes this stage will tell you to go left or right after you have hit him. If you leave that platform,
oh shit, that's
you do not
terrible
like.
trick.
I think it bounces you back onto the platform, but you lose a lot of life.
Wow.
I don't think it's actually like an intentional trick, though. I'm not 100% sure if maybe it's just faulty programming or what's going on. I like that picture of him.
Yeah, that's a good picture of him.
It's a much better picture than like the weird, happy, like nonsense image that you get usually.
Oh, we didn't get any of his voice clips, did we?
No, we didn't. I think we got his opening voice clip.
I guess so. I couldn't hear it too well, but like he says some great stuff when he does some of his attacks.
Yeah, and it turns out
Bug.
he stole Bug's transporter. And Sheena's like, who told you to do this? And he's like, you're in over your head. I wouldn't ask any more questions if I were you. You're only here by the grace of Megiddo. So it's the other guy. So not Hal.
Mm-hmm. So Bug works for Hal and Bug is helping us and Megiddo is against us. But the Mirages still attack us.
Well, Hal is also against us. He actively told Bug to kill us. And Bug said, I guess I will. And he tried to and then immediately was like, no, that's not happening because my instructions were clearly wrong on top of that. So Bug's helping us and Hal hates us and wants us dead also.
Yeah, this is going to be something.
So Hal and Megiddo both hate us and want us dead. She had him. Or she home? I'm not really sure. Maybe those are D.
I don't know. There's, in general, just a weird thing where it seems like a lot of the terms in this game sound like they're a little bit biblical, so...
Yeah. And they sound an awful lot like they're also... I think they're totally biblical, because
so
there's stuff that happens at the end that kind of pushes for it. But when I was a kid, I thought that they were meant to be, like, phrases just turned into words. Like, oh, she had him, but then he got away. And it's like, no, I'm almost positive that those are biblical terms.
Probably. They may be biblical terms that have been, like, translated to Japanese and then translated back.
It doesn't help that this font only exists in the English version. The Japanese version of this game uses a completely normal font.
Well, normal for Japanese.
Well, normal for Japanese, yeah, but this is a computer font, and they decided that they wanted to use a computer font for this game because it has a lot to do with computers, but it kind of makes it really difficult to read some sentences.
Yeah, a little. I do like this kind of font, like, for the aesthetic of just, it's an older game. Like, I like that. I like the way older games look, even when parts of them are terrible.
So he said somebody was scanning and trying to break in, and they succeeded.
Yep.
So they broke into his transport, which is outside the system. And
I
it
love
looks
this
like
background
this.
and all of these colors. They're glaring, but in a way that, like, personally appeals to me.
Yeah, so he's like, oh, I'm afraid I may have destroyed the transport. And Sheena's like, if anything happened to Bug, I'm holding you personally responsible. I almost expected that to be like a thumbs up image with the level of smile he's got going on there.
Oh, you want to fuck that Bug, don't you,
no.
you sicko? Feelings? Nah, it just feels like that's what they were implying.
Oh, I hate that. So that's his dash, by the way, is literally just moving. Oh, she already changed. Is changing from one to the other. Well, no, sorry. His dash is moving a huge portion of space without actually being around for kind of a while. And it's a big pain in the butt because it means that he can just kind of do whatever the hell he wants and get behind me at any time. It reminds me a lot of like Meta Knight and Brawl, where part of his dash was literally just vanish and then appear.
Yeah, it's a little bit like too much of an advantage sometimes.
That's supposed to be a tough fight.
Well, all of them are. Like, literally, this whole game is supposed to be hard, but you went and found the cheat button, but not really.
Not really.
Wow, that's not the best picture of Hiroshina.
Yeah.
China.
That's, her mouth is up in her eye.
She's the wrong kind of Powerpuff.
Yeah, well, it's almost like they tried to take the head for the Powerpuff and then put a different, like, face in there.
Yeah.
Oh, jeez. So, everything in here was created by Zohar, so when he deletes this Nexus, which is this program, he says, what do you think might happen to you? And she's like, oh, okay. And then he says, yeah, when I leave, I'm just going to straight up delete this. So, every last bit and byte of you...
Which is why it feels like this whole game setting is inside some kind of computer.
Some kind of weird treasure reboot.
Everything here is Digimon.
Yeah, it definitely feels a little bit like it might wind up being like, oh, it's a digital world, but I'm almost positive it's not. Like I've gotten to the end of the game, and at the end of the game, they don't expressly say that at all. In fact, they argue, no, this is Earth. And it's like, how?
Oh.
And why? It's weird.
Well, the game lies.
Yeah. I really like that they have the little the art that goes between the levels, because a lot of that art is really nice, actually. The weird little loading pieces, yeah. Yeah, he was just about a squashed bug, yes. So Zohar's getting stronger, clearly.
Bug's gonna betray us, isn't he?
I'm not saying anything. Bug is probably one of my favorite characters in this game.
Okay. Well, there aren't that many characters to be your favorite, and you already don't like my favorite character.
You want to talk about something that the listeners will totally know the answer to already, but we won't?
What?
Who of the two of us do you think should do the art for this? Like, for the title card intro and outro.
I think it should be you.
You think it should be me?
Yeah, because you're the one playing, and also this is a game from your childhood.
Alright.
Well, the other game we're playing isn't a game from either of our childhoods, but I'm the one playing it. But this game means something to you.
Okay. Then I guess that'll... For those of you who watched this and who came in through Popkas, you're gonna see my art, which is gonna be completely different from what you're seeing.
No, it's not that different. I started using the weird hard-edged pixel style because you used it.
I don't know if I'm gonna use hard-edged to this.
It's like it's a reversal.
Yeah, a little bit.
That's fine.
We'll see. We'll see what I wind up doing.
He's a good artist, but he doesn't think he is, so leave him compliments in the comments.
I don't like being held responsible for art.